Alright, hello guys, how you doing today? So actually I'm working on a project that I've been working on for a little bit now, but I'm adding our sashing and our borders, but that's about it. Alright, so enjoy the video. If you have any questions, comment below. So right now I'm working on putting this block and this block together with this sashing here. Okay, so I'm going to attach the sashing to this block here first. When I'm done that, then I will add the sashing to this block here next. All right, I'm going to go sew now. My little trash bin. Alright, so as you can see, I'm sewing it together. I'm going to go ahead and press it out. I like to press my seams out nice and flat. I don't usually do open seam on the back. I generally just do it on the front here. Alright, so as you can see, this one's attached to this one. So now I'm going to attach this one. Goes this way. So, with right sides together, I'm going to go ahead and sew here. I generally don't pin unless I really have to, if it's a longer piece. I just kind of try and keep it straight with my hands. This quilt that I'm actually working on is actually one that was designed by Pat Sloan. She has her own YouTube channel. You can go check it out. I watch her every day. Love her. So this design is actually hers. I did change a couple things in the design, but for the most part, all the blocks that I use are her designs minus 2. Yeah, I think it's 2 blocks of hers that I did not use. I switched them up a little bit, but for the most part, it's all her creation. Here she had 2.5 by 2.5 squares here, but I didn't want that, so I just wanted one big sashing piece here. Again, I'm gonna go ahead and iron. And this quilt that I'm making has actually all the colors, so I started literally like a rainbow. So my first block, so this is actually my second block here. My first block is over here, which is primarily all reds. And I'll show that to you now. As you can see, it's primarily all red. I've added the border here. As you can see, this is a sashing here, and then 2 border pieces here. Again, this piece here, in her design, it was 2.5-inch squares all the way down for 3 rows. Again, I did not want that in mine. So I just wanted a bulk bulk pattern here. So that's block 1. And right now I'm working with blocks 2, 3, 4, and 5. And putting them together, and once I have all those put together, I'm going to attach that to the block 1. Alright, so that's all set, as you can see. Very nice, very nice. Now I'm going ahead and work with, so this is block 2, this is block 4. Yeah, block 4. Now I'm going to go ahead and work with 3 and 5. I labeled all these, so now I just have to find them. And let me know in the comments if you want to see anything specific. I do a lot of scrappy. So this block is actually all made from scrap fabric that I had. Oh, I had already pulled them out. Never mind. Here they are. I wonder I couldn't find them for a minute. But all this fabric that I'm using was all scrap fabric. Hence, I am the scrappy quilter. This is block 3. And what I like to do after I've had them for a little bit, I like to press them nice and flat real quick. See here? So this block is about 12 inches. This is a 12 by 12. Most of these blocks are 12 by 12. The big one was, I think, 20 by 20 or 20 and a half by 20 and a half. I'm not sure. I forgot to measure it. And this is another, yep, 12. And I use quarter-inch seams to sew all my projects together. Okay, so this is block 5, block 3. All right, so we have to go ahead and cut another sashing, which is going to be, I like to cut over than under, but actually I don't even have to cut this piece. This is 12 1/4. I only need 12 inches. So this is actually a perfect size. I like to iron all my pieces. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and add. And sometimes I move the block however I like. We're going to go this way with it. So again, it's not going to be exactly her design, but I used the blocks that she designed for the quilt itself, if that makes sense. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and sew. There we go, there's that piece. And again, press open. Alright, so this is how I want my piece to look. So now on the bottom, I'm going to go ahead and add this piece. Yeah, I might want it this way. Flip it over, right sides together. I can link down below her website, so you guys can also get this design if you would like to make it. these two blocks together with the middle sashing. Now I need a piece that goes here. Whoops, goes this way, never mind. So we're gonna put a sashing here, going down the length from here to here. And then we're gonna put the other two blocks together. And that's gonna be roughly 2.5 inches wide by 26.5 long. So let's see how long my piece is. I don't think I need that big of a piece. 23. Maybe. Okay, I'll cut it 26.5, and I have over. I generally tend to do have over, so put that there. I think I'm gonna use this pink one here, because this pink one's gonna be like my main. So let's see. And these are awesome rulers to have. I got them right on Amazon. I can also link that down below if you would like to get them. Alright, so 24, 5, 26. We'll cover here. There's my scissors. I'm gonna sharpen these scissors. All right. Now I generally will cut a little bit. I mean, with my rotary cutter, I'm gonna get more accurate cut down here, but because I know that my piece is not quite 26.5 inches long, I'm not worried about cutting that nice and straight. So I'm going to use this side to attach it to the top. Hopefully you guys can see this. Move that down. Yep, I'm gonna have a little hangover, which is okay. I'd rather have a hangover than be short. I've been short before. It's really, really upsetting. Now, you can see here, let's see, do I want to use this here? Looks pretty good. Or do I want to keep that for... No, you know what? I will use it here. I like it. I like it. So here I'm just going to go ahead and attach every so often. These little clips. And take it to the sewing machine. press it open. You're going to get these little pieces here. And just cut them right off. Okay, I'm going to leave this pang overage on just in case my other piece is bigger, but I believe not. Yep, didn't think so. So once I measure it here, I can go ahead and cut that off now. Use my roller, line it up, rotary cutter, and dispose. Usually I keep some of these pieces, but this piece is a little bit small for me, so I'm not going to go ahead and keep that. Might decide later to keep it, but for now, I don't think I'm going to use that in anything. Those are what we call crumbs. Some crumbs I will keep, depending. Oh, see, I have an overage here that I did not see earlier, so I'm actually going to cut that off now before I attach the side here. Just a little bit over. Make sure your blocks are where you want your blocks to be. And I'm going to come in and I'm going to sew down here are my seams. And I kind of wanted these seams to go together. Sometimes I usually don't worry about my seams, again, because I like scrappy. I'm going to try and get these to where I want them. Actually, they're right on point. That's perfect. Perfect. Usually that doesn't happen. That's why I don't really mind when my seams don't match up too much. Again, that's how I like it. A little crazy. Different. No rule to my madness. Alright, and over to the sewing machine. I will fix all my seams now, or my edges. Okay, and here we go. Whoops, and there goes my thread. Remember to always make sure that you have enough bobbin. Your thread will not break. So now I gotta rethread everything, so give me a few minutes. Alright guys, so I didn't realize my video stopped. I'm so sorry about that. But, so you didn't get to see me piece these together. which is okay because this is going to be my next sashing piece. But I also realized, because I looked back in the video, that this piece, when I showed it to you all together, you didn't get to see it. So you only saw me put this piece on, these two pieces on, and this piece, and that was it. So now I'm going to show you again. I'm so sorry about that. So this video is probably going to be a little breakup, a little wonky, you know, just like my quilts. Okay. And again, I don't remember what I said during the video, so you probably missed something. Sorry about that, guys. The part that you guys actually did miss, this is when I realized it had stopped recording, was, you know, sometimes when I do make quilts, I do have to buy fabric because they are for certain purposes. Like the veterans. I work a lot with the veterans. You know, I teach them how to cook. I teach them how to do crafts. You know, part of it is quilting, sewing, crocheting, all kinds of different things. Their favorite thing to do is actually candle making. They find it very, very relaxing, which is great. But I wanted to show you a couple pieces that I had made from the scraps that I made for one of the veterans. So again, so whatever pieces I have left over, I make them into other blocks. So as you can see here, so this is going to be on one quilt. I only got 2 blocks out of it so far from the scraps that I used from that quilt that I had made. Unfortunately, I don't have a picture of the quilt I made. I always forget to take pictures. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and start remembering. All right. So this piece is gonna go on the side of blocks 3 and 5, which are the yellow and blue. So it's gonna go over here. And I don't need that piece. I'm going to use my straight edge for the top of here and my wonky side on the bottom here, because I know I cut a little bit over, which is fine with me. As you can see, just about that inch and a half. I think that, yeah, about 1.5 inches overage, but that's okay. Like I said, you'd rather it be over than under. And I'm gonna go sew. Okay, so here's the other side, and again, I'm going to go ahead and press it open. Or press it flat, I should say. Actually, I don't know why I'm doing this. Move my pad. There we go. Whoops, there we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut that piece off. Because I'm going to put another sashing piece like this on the bottom here. Don't mind my dirty mat. I've had it for quite a while, as you can see. I need to reupholster it, I guess you want to say, so it doesn't look so ugly. That's okay. This piece is actually, I'm just going to put it there because I might actually use that. It's a little bit bigger than the last piece. So, all right. All right, so again, 2, 3, 4, and block number 5. See, I keep finding these little pieces of thread from either the fabric or mainly from the fabric. Or pieces of the thread that I might have cut, and somehow I just forgot to remove it. No big deal. All right, so now I'm going to take another piece like this, and we're going to put it on the top part. It's going to be, again, 2.5 inches wide by, the instructions say roughly like 28.5, but I don't know. Yeah, roughly. Yeah. Because it's 24 here. Maybe. Probably going to be a little over, but that's okay. So we're going to add... Oh, this was the wonky piece. The weird looking piece. Wavy piece. Okay, so I have these pieces here that I can put together. Oh, wait a minute. Do I already have... Hold on. I think I already attached that piece to this one. I don't need another piece. Here it is. Look at me. Using my brain. So here's the piece. I put it on the block number 1. So now I can add block 1 to here. Because actually... they want you to add, or well, her design wants you to add another sashing piece here, but I don't feel like I need to. So I want mine a little bit closer together. So let's see. This is the top, right? Yeah. So let's see. Let's do it so I can see it. Alright, so here's my big red block with big gigantic sashings all over it. So I'm going to attach this one to this one. And looks like it's a little over, so as you can see here, a lot of overage, but that's okay. Wait a minute. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's because I forgot to add. That's right, I wanted a sashing on this side as well to block it all off. That's what I forgot. Alright, see what happens. Alright, let's just shove it to the side for a second. But now I know I have the top portion to put together. Now I just need to put that other side piece. That's why I have so much overage. Okay. Again, 90% Pat Sloan design. Again, I like to change it up. If I ever follow instructions on somebody else's quilts, they're actually never the same exact thing. I like to do her sew-alongs, or her quilt-alongs, like she calls them. And we did one that was called toffee bars. I believe it's still on her website, so I will also attach that link. I'll attach her entire website on there, and you can search. But I will add those 3 links to the bottom of the video. She's fantastic. I've been watching her for a very, very, very long time. But yeah, so all her stuff. So I did one, and I think I have a picture of that. It's not, yeah, I do have a picture of that, so I can put it in the video as well if I find it, because I believe I took a picture of that one. That one was I did what they call a charity quilt. So again, made the top, send it over to charity, to actually the Veterans Center again, and they do what they want with it. So, and that one was called Toffee Bar. I changed a couple little things in it again, because I like the design, but a couple little things I wanted to change. So, no big deal though. Again, be your own creative person. Sorry, I'm trying to measure here, and I can never multitask. Whoops. See? There we go. Alright, and this is not 2.5, so I cannot use that. So I'll use this piece and this piece. As you can see, I'm just piecing these together. Like, it doesn't bother me any, you know. I like it. I like it a lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this with these pieces here. Find my 2 straight pieces and cut 2.5 inches wide. I'm gonna cut 2 more, put them together, see how long that gives me, because I'm looking for about roughly 26.5 inches long. Another reason that the red block has so much on the side that I'm gonna have to cut off, and again, but that's okay, because I'm gonna use it in something else that I make. I make handbags, I make wallets, so if you want to see any of those videos, let me know. Fun stuff. So I'm going to put all these together, measure it out. If I need any more, I have more here cut. But for now, let me sew these together real quick. Okay. I'm not gonna go ahead and press that quite yet. I can press it when I'm done. Just want to get these pieces in and sewn. And one more. Actually, let me measure. Nope, not quite. I think one more will do. And then we'll be all set. Okay. And then I do have plans for my next couple videos. Saw this really cool sampler, I guess you want to call it, sampler quilt that I wanted to use. My favorite flower is tulips, and it's a kit, and I'll link it down below. It's from the Fat Quarter Shop. I'm gonna go ahead and order it because I really want to do it, and if you guys want to do it with me, you can, or after the fact, because I don't go live quite yet. I'm hoping to go live, but not yet. So I just do these videos for now until I get enough subscribers, and then I can go live. So again, hit the button down below and hit subscribe. So let's see here. Yep, there's plenty here where I can go ahead and attach to the side now, and then I can attach to the top. Oh, but like I was saying before, the one side has so much because on her design there was 3 rows of 2.5 by 2.5. Well, my math was a little off, and that's okay because I always forget to account for 1/4 inch seams. So there's going to be, what, 1, 2, 3, so 3/4 of an inch to an inch, probably bigger than needs to be on there, because all I did was 2.5 inch times 3 rows is 7 inches. 7.5 inches, sorry. Yeah, and I just cut the piece that way. But again, I like to have more, and then I can cut it out later. Like this, I'm going to cut out later. This is almost 2 inches too long, but that's okay, because again, I will use that in something else. And now I'm going to go sew. All right, so I know you guys didn't really hear the background of the sewing machine, but that's because I decided I was going to stop the video there because you guys don't really need to hear all that. So I'm just going to try, when I edit this, I'm hopefully can remember to edit some of the sewing noise out. If not, I'm sorry, because you're not actually seeing me sew. So again, open. Let me move this over. I always forget to move it in front of me. I find ironing very peaceful, very soothing. Anybody else think that? Let me know. All right, so I have 1, 2, 3. Now I can put this piece onto the other piece. Whew. All right, so now I just gotta find. All right, here we go. So again, a lot of this is actually gonna come off because I think I measured way more than an inch over. I don't know how this happens, but let's see. I could be wrong. Yep, about 2 inches. No big deal. So actually, I might be able to use that in a sashing piece later on for the rest of this quilt. See how that works? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and flip it. I tend to work from this side up versus down. Again, my arms are short. I'm not a tall person by any means. If anybody is watching who does know me. Again, I'm gonna take it here I go. I'm gonna stop the video once again. Alright guys, so I'm done sewing. Put it all together. Again, I'm gonna cut this piece off here. Yep. So look how much I went over. Again, my math was off, obviously, but that's okay. So it's about 1.5 inches or so. Let's see. Actually, I think it's 2 inches. Yeah, 2 inches off. So that's okay because we're going to go ahead and cut that off. And I'm going to be able to use that somewhere else in this quilt. And that's the best part about it. So I was also looking up, because I wanted to tell you guys what, I'm going to clip this together so I know it stays folded when I go ahead and cut this off. So I went to the Fat Quarter Shop. Took me a second because I couldn't remember what the kit is that I'm going to order. Because again, I love tulips. It's not a tulip per se. It's called Flower Girl Jolly Bar. Very cute. More, I mean, it's like in between like a daisy and a pansy, and I don't know exactly what kind of flower it is. It doesn't really, let's see, I'm scrolling on my iPad right now to the side. Does it say, oh, posies. There it is, posies. So they're really, really cute. And I have this one section of my house that I would like to, oops, is this right? Yeah, that I would like to put it on my wall. So actually, that's not going to work for me. I'm going to go ahead and get out my big gigantic ruler. It's 6 inch by, oops, 6 inch by 24. Love this ruler. So I'm just gonna head in. Okay. Trying to hold the fabric so it doesn't fall with my belly. At the same time, I'm trying to measure where the line is. Okay, here we go. Left-handed, so this is going to look a little awkward. And now I have a sashing piece that I can use. Woohoo! Alright, so when I open this back up, whoops, I forgot I had clips on there. I'm like, why is that ripping? And here we go. Now it all. Sorry guys, you fell. I don't know what happened. Alright, sorry you guys fell earlier. So now I have one big, oh, see, more thread. Big piece here, okay, which is now connected to, this is block 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now I think this quilt is actually a very large quilt. I think it's going to measure roughly, I think it's 60 by 80. Let me see if I can look in my notes. Yeah, 60 by 80, roughly. Mine might be a little shorter. I tend to make them a little shorter. Or maybe a little longer. We don't know until we finish the quilt. Okay, so far looking really nice. It's looking better than I thought with the pink. Wasn't sure if the pink was gonna go well with it, but again, I wanted to use fabric that I had that's just been sitting for a while. I didn't know what to do with, but I figured this would be the perfect quilt for it since it had so many colors in it. Alright guys, so that's it for today. Hope you liked my video. Let me know. Thanks. Bye.